Okay, it's opening of grouper season, and I think it's going to be a madhouse out there. But we're not going offshore, of course. But we've got a lot of people have questions about how do I do this and how do I do that. And to be completely honest, it's all just things that we've learned. I've been grouper fishing for God, when did I start? I started when I was guiding, so probably for 12, 13 years. And but just recently we really started concentrating on it, and we've learned quite a few things. We've learned, you know, if a live bait gets bit once, usually they won't get bit again. I don't know what it is about inshore, but hopefully today we can give you a couple of pointers and insiders of how we do things, and we're gonna head out and catch bait now and see what we can do. Well, we're out here fishing. Chad's freelining. Could it be a keeper? Could it be the first?
It looks like it may be close. Look at the chummers coming out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a keeper, boy. That was on a free line bait in 45 feet of water. This is what chumming does for you right here. It is 8:08 in the morning. First keeper in the boat. 20-pound leader, 10-pound braid for Chad. Yep.
Dinner.
This be number 2, Chad?
I believe so.
This is literally the second bait down that he put. Come on, you grunting already?
Yeah. Yeah, this one's
that one's another keeper.
2 fish, 2 in the box.
Oh, yeah, that one's bigger.
Yeah, he's probably harder than the other one. Boom!
Oh, yeah.
That's it. All the tackle you need.
Got that. This is no lie. This is his third drop. And this one is probably bigger than the first 2. God.
Not probably. Oh! I don't believe that. That hurt.
That was a big one.
That was a beast. And I think it just pulled off.
Really?
Nope,
No.
It did break. The loop broke.
Oh.
That's why you should retie.
Did you not retie? Were you? Oh, come on, man. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that was a lot of grouper sandwiches just got off.
That's crazy. This is 5 drops and 5 fish. We didn't get the 4th one because it was just about shy of being a keeper. I'm trying to fish, but Chad's making me cut bait. Can you believe that?
Making him.
That's how selfish he is. Selfish SOB. There's another keeper.
Spitting up chummers.
Spitting up chummers. Yep, there's the chummers down there. Good job, Chad. Maybe he'll let me fish this time. I'm gonna drop down a secret bait and see what happens. Now, I'm not sure why that lady said what she said, because they were trolling for grouper. So I don't know if she was commenting about the size of the fish or what, but it was funny that they were trolling by, and she decided to say that's illegal. Not sure why, but just thought it was kind of funny. Another keeper, Chad?
I believe so.
Chad's sticking the rod in his belly already.
9 o'clock. My shoulder's already tired.
Oh, I got one, I think. Nope. Oh, I got something.
Me?
No, I had something else. It broke me off.
Me?
Oh, you?
Look at his belly.
Oh! That's another keeper. I can't even see your face, Chad. Thank God.
That's not a bad thing.
Good job, buddy. Well, I gotta say it was a great bite early in the morning, and by about 9 o'clock, 9:30, the bite completely shut off until about 2 o'clock, and then the bite picked up a little bit more, and we actually had to come in. But we actually had our limit of grouper by about 8:15 in the morning, 8:30, somewhere around there. And they were all caught on free line baits in 45 feet of water. So it was a really quick bite. The tide was pretty much dead, and that's when we really like the chum, is when the tide's not moving very much, because it goes straight down underneath the boat and it brings those fish up off the bottom, and it makes them a little easier to catch. But as you saw in the video where Chad lost that big one, sometimes it just happens. I know we use light gear, and people ask us what we use, and as you see, most of the time we're using our inshore rods, and we're using 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I use 8-pound braided line, and Chad uses 10-pound braided line. And we do get broke off, but we catch a lot more fish and get a lot more bites using that equipment than we do when we jump up to, let's say, 30, 40, 50-pound leader. Matter of fact, this last weekend we had somebody on the boat that jumped up the 50-pound leader, and we kept telling them, you're probably not going to get bit. If you do, it's going to be 1 to R maybe every 10. And sure enough, he didn't even get bit, and he changed back to 20 and was starting to get bit again. So you know, sometimes leader doesn't make a difference, but right now that water is pretty clear, and so it makes a big difference to these fish. And like I said, a lot of the spots that we fish, we don't get broken off because there's not a lot of stuff down there to break us off for those fish to get into. But as you saw, if you get a really big fish hooked, sometimes you just can't stop them. And even with the bigger gear that we use, there's times that we can't stop them. So it was an interesting bite. You know, like I said, that video was from opening day. We went out this last weekend, and the bite was about the same, a little bit better. A lot of people ask us, you know, what do we use, how do we do it, what do we look for, and hopefully in the upcoming videos I'll be able to kind of transfer that a little bit more to people to kind of give them an idea of what we're looking for when we're out there. And some of the things that we found are very small, and you can almost bypass it if you're not really paying attention to the bottom and what the bottom's all about, especially on the side imaging. Our equipment helps us really pick out some areas that I don't think a lot of other people would even think about fishing. So if you're out there and you're looking for spots, look for some that aren't so blatantly out there. You know, big rocks, big ledges, things like that. Look for some of the stuff that is kind of off the grid a little bit, and just kind of see what you can find out there that looks just a little bit different than a lot of the flat bottom that's out there. So those are my tips to you. But as you saw in the video, it was a great bite early in the morning. We got our limit of grouper like that, so that was kind of nice. But I'd heard a lot of people struggled that day, and if we didn't hit that bite when we hit it, it would have been a struggle for us too. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please continue to watch the channel and subscribe if you like it. And if you have any questions, let us know, and we'll be more than happy to answer anything that we can. And because we like to help people go out and catch fish. It's not all about special spots or anything else like that. So if you have any questions, just let us know.